Now, throughout the days of King Henry VIII, horses were symbols of masculine power in the Western world. There was nothing feminine about it. But one woman changed all of that. Queen Elizabeth I was the first unmarried female monarch of England. The road to the crown was a rocky one for her. Her position as ruler was uncertain due to a few factors, the main being that her father, King Henry VIII, labeled her as an illegitimate daughter after he beheaded her mother, Anne Boleyn. But by the end of her epic reign, there was no doubt of Queen Elizabeth's power, success, and authority. How did she pull off such an incredible feat to earn the love and fear of her people? Well, the short answer is with her horses. One might even say Queen Elizabeth utilized horses as propaganda to convince the English people of her right to the throne. The thing that Elizabeth had to be wary of was being seen as too feminine, which was named inaccurately as weak. But however, she also couldn't present as too masculine, because then she would just be unladylike and barbaric in a gown. It was a thin line, and she balanced it just as she balanced side saddle for portraits. But when Queen Elizabeth hunted or rode for sport, she always sat astride. During this time, women were not allowed on the battlefield. England was at war with the Spanish, and at the Battle of Tilbury, Elizabeth broke all the rules. As commander of the army, she refused to sit pretty in a palace while her men rallied for war. And as the soldiers stepped into formation, Elizabeth galloped in on a symphony of hooves. Atop her Shire, she delivered a speech that made one thing clear. She was not there to make an appearance or just an inspiring visit. No, she was there to lead her men into battle. She was there to fight. I quote from her famous speech. "I come amongst you all, as you see at this time, not for recreation or disport, but being resolved in the midst and heart of the battle, to live and die amongst you all, to lay down for my God and for my kingdom and my people and my honor and my blood, even unto the dust." She was quite a force to be reckoned with. And in true Elizabeth fashion, she reminded the people that even as a warrior king, she was still the virgin queen. Yes, Elizabeth never married. She refused to give away any of her power to a man, and proclaimed that she would only ever be married to the Kingdom of England. She ended her famous speech with these words: "I know I have the body of but a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a king of England too. I myself will take up armor. I myself will be your general, judge, and rewarder of every one of your virtues on this field." Needless to say, she led her men to victory. And thus Elizabeth shifted the symbolism of the horse in the Western world from the masculine to the balance of feminine and masculine power. And there is absolutely nothing feeble or weak about that. A round of applause for Queen Elizabeth I and her Shire.